Hello Buccaneers, today we're going to unbox the Eat2Explore Little Explorer Starter Kit. Like that.
Alright, and go.
I wasn't pushing it. Alright. Hello Buccaneers, today we're going to unbox the Eat2Explore Little Explorer Starter Kit. If you like this product, you can purchase it at the link in the description. Like that?
Yeah, okay, so.
No, if this sounds interesting to you.
Sure, okay.
Hello Buccaneers, today we're going to unbox the Eat2Explore Little Explorer Starter Kit. If this sounds interesting to you, you can purchase it at the link in the description. And now we're going to open it up. Heather, what's first?
Bag.
Okay, This is a shopping bag. It's a reusable shopping bag.
I can't feel.
Hello Buccaneers.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Just continue.
I'll just do it again. Hello Buccaneers, today we're going to unbox the Eat2Explore Little Explorer Starter Kit. If this sounds interesting to you, you can purchase it at the link in the description. And now we're going to see what's inside. So I'll put this off here. Okay, the first thing is
A little bag.
no, not a little bag. Let's try that again.
Aww. It's got a little.
Go.
A shopping bag. And then you can show the inside, it's like insulated.
Yeah.
Then you can put, and go.
And the first thing is
A shopping bag that has the Eat2Explore logo in the front.
and it's reusable, and inside it's pretty high quality because, as you can see, it's insulated, so you can keep cold stuff here.
Whoa. You almost put me on the end.
Okay, you can just lay it on the table.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
All right. Next is
I think it's
an apron, right? Okay,
Yeah.
This is an apron for cooking, I think. It's about the size for kids, and oh, there's a pocket in the front. There's actually two pockets, so this is pretty cool too.
Oh, and make sure you can put the pins.
Okay.
Can I just put some?
Continue.
And another thing besides cooking is with this apron, you can put all the pins that you get from each of the Eat2Explore boxes and pin it here. So for example, this is the Spain flag because the last time we did Eat2Explore, we tried Spanish food.
It was yummy.
And it was yummy, especially the paella. So you can watch that video by clicking up here. So we'll definitely be using this apron when we're cooking later on.
Okay. That. Oh. Put that
Next is, okay, there's two more things. First is an Eat2Explore Brazil box, which means that inside there's 3 recipe cards for us to make Brazilian food. There's also essential spice, sauce, and grain mixes, a shopping list, a country brochure, activity sheet, fun cooking tool, passport, flag pin, and country sticker. And again, with the flag pin, we can put it on this apron. Okay, so that's the Brazil box. And there's also
Let's just leave it on the table.
we're just gonna leave it on this side.
And there's also one more country, France. So again, with this France box, there's going to be 3 recipe cards for us to make 3 yummy dishes of French food. And that is the Eat2Explore Starter Kit. And I think it's really cool because not only do you get 2 boxes, not only do you get 2 boxes of recipes and spice sauce grain mixes for you to make a total of 6 yummy dishes, but you also get the apron
And the shopping bag.
and a very nice shopping bag. And a place to store your pins.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay, and start.
Today we'll be cooking with the Brazil box. So I'm going to open it up.
No, I won't.
Oh, brother's going to open it up.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What does it smell like?
It smells kind of like the paella mix.
The paella mix.
That's what it smelled like last
So,
time.
of course, there's an Eat2Expolore passport, like there is in every box. Okay.
And
There's also, what's this? Explore Brazil fact sheet or whatever. Okay. This is,
game sheet.
no. This
Oh,
is a
wait.
sheet of fun facts about
Oh.
Brazil. So, the official name, I can't even pronounce it. Capital, Brasilia. National language is Portuguese. Popular dishes, feijoada, moqueca, empanado, and pastel de guajillo. I might have pronounced some of them wrong, so sorry. Okay, popular ingredients. Cassava flour, Brazil nuts, coconut milk, black turtle beans, and bananas. Okay, it's the largest country in South America, and it shares the borders with all South American countries except Chile and Ecuador. Oh, I didn't know that.
I like Brazil because it has the Amazon.
Oh, unique
rainforest.
animals. Piranha, armadillo, toucan, tapir, and jaguar.
Tapir.
Whatever. Okay. Brazilian regional cuisine. Okay, so over here they show all their dishes that they're known for and where they came from in Brazil, like which regions and what the dishes are. But it'll take too long to read that.
And on this sheet, there's multiple choice.
Okay, this is trivia.
questions.
This is trivia, I think. And then on the back,
Counting. Kind
counting? What? No, that's math. Oh yeah, it could be. There's also science. So this is just an activity sheet. Okay?
And now for the main things. That's the main dish.
Is it? Okay, I guess so. So there are 3 dishes that we'll be cooking. The first one is feijoada with rice and collard greens.
The
Okay.
next one.
Hold on, no, I haven't even. So this is the national dish of Brazil. It's a peasant comfort stew with black beans and meat. Its name comes from the Portuguese word for beans. The dish was influenced by 2 early settlers in Brazil, Portuguese colonists and African slaves. The slaves would use unwanted remains of meat and cook it into a hearty stew with salted pig hocks and black beans. Don't worry, in our recipe we do not use unwanted meat remains, only pork ribs or chicken thighs.
Okay, so
No, chicken thighs cook much faster than pork ribs. Okay, so this is the national dish of Brazil, and I just read the introduction for this dish. We will be using pork because that's the traditional way to cook it instead of chicken thighs, I guess. Okay? Did you know bay leaves? The leaves come from the bay laurel trees, which are fast growing. These leaves offer an aromatic spice used to add subtle flavor to dishes. Most dried bay leaves come from Turkey. So that's one of the ingredients in the spice mix they'll use. The other one, which is, I guess, not part of the spice mix because it's one of the ingredients we'll be using, is black beans. And these are cholesterol-free, high in fiber, rich in protein, low in fat, high in zinc. And they're popular in South American cuisines. So those are 2 of the things that Brazil is known for and that are found in this dish. Okay? And then on the back, there's the steps to what we'll be doing. I'll read that when we're cooking. But it looks like in this dish, most of the steps are 2 out of 3 difficulty, which is for But in this dish, let's see, most of the steps have 2 out of 3 chef hats, which indicate the difficulty. So if there was 1 out of 3, that would be for people like my brother. And then for 3 out of 3, that would be for a parent. So it's just the difficulty level. So it looks like most of them are 2s and 3s. Sorry, brother.
I can help for 2s.
Yeah, okay.
And plus, prepping ingredients are probably the ones that I can do.
So let's just look at the ingredient list real quick. So pork ribs, chorizo, bacon, black beans, of course, because they're known for that, medium onion, collard greens and kale, 1.5 cups of rice, 1 orange, which I don't like, and plus it's just on the side, so I'm probably not going to eat it, and hot sauce, optional. I don't think we're going to have hot sauce. Okay.
The next dish is, I think, an appetizer. It's
Shrimp moqueca with bell pepper, spinach, and rice.
Oh, so it's kind of like the Spain, the second appetizer.
Moqueca is the dish that most represents. Yeah?
Stuck.
I thought you were done.
No. Okay, I was saying that it's kind of like the second appetizer for the Spain box because it also had shrimp.
But I don't think this is garlic shrimp. This is something else. Moqueca is a dish that most represents Brazilian cuisine as an amalgam of native Indian, African, and Portuguese influences. The dish is also called moqueca mucaca, from an Angolan dialect, or poquica in the Tupi native dialect. Bacon bowl, the shrimp and coconut milk stew, is simple to make, but bursting with flavor. Get creative, add broccoli, carrots, other handy vegetables to the stew, and red pepper flakes if you like it spicy. So this is basically shrimp with coconut milk in a stew form. Okay? The 2 ingredients they highlight here are shrimp. Americans eat 1 billion pounds of shrimp each year. Wow. Okay, and spinach. I think we know what spinach is. Oh, and this one looks relatively easy to make because there's only 4 steps. Again, there's no 1 out of 3 difficulty.
But I can still help prep the ingredients.
Most of them are 2 out of 3 difficulty. Okay. And yeah, it's prep ingredients, cook rice, cook vegetables, and complete the dish.
And the last one is...
Ooh, this one looks good. Pasties. Savory meat pastries with tomato and watermelon salad.
Watermelon salad sounds good.
Okay. Most countries have a version of a savory pastry, and in Brazil they call it pastel. Normally deep-fried, our healthier version of the Brazilian pastel is baked using flaky puff pastry dough. Making pastilles, plural of pastel, is fun and easy. Roll out the dough, fill it with ground beef or chicken, seal and bake. And to make it a well-rounded meal, we serve it with a watermelon and tomato salad.
Oh yeah, watermelon is what I like.
Okay, the 2 ingredients they highlight are puff pastry dough. It's a light, flaky, multi-layered dough, also used to make croissants. And watermelon, America's favorite thirst-quenching summertime snack. Oh, they're made of 90% water. Okay.
Now for the steps.
The steps? Wow, this one has a lot of 1 out of 3 difficulty. Actually, most of them are 1 out of 3, which means this one should be relatively easy for brother. And the way we're going to make this one is we're going to prep the ingredients and then cook the meat mixture. And once the meat is cooked, then we assemble the pastels. So I guess we're not handling with raw meat as much, since when we put it in the dough, it's already cooked. And then finally, we'll assemble the salad and plate our dish.
So
This one is the one I'm probably looking the most forward to.
So in the picture, the things are triangles, but they gave us this mold to make mini ones.
Okay, so I think that when we're making this dish, we won't be using the mini pastilles mold. But if we ever want
No,
to...
I think we will. We will make some.
Oh,
with
we
it.
will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so to show off the.
So we'll use some with this and some with that.
Mhm.
All right, so in this recipe, they don't say to use the mini pastilles mold, but clearly this is for this dish, right? So what we're gonna do is probably make our own dough that looks like a triangle over here, and the other half will be using this mold. So every box comes with a special cooking item. Last time for Spain, it was the garlic mincer, but I guess now it's this. And it's actually pretty neat. Oh, this reminds me of when I go to the dentist and I get the fluoride in my teeth.
It's kind of like the duck thingy.
Except that this one will be tasty. Okay. And
the last two things in the box, well, I took out.
okay, one is a Brazil sticker, I think. Here we go.
And the last one
Oh, sorry, my
is
finger's covered.
and the last one is a pin to put on the apron,
With the Brazilian flag, and we'll be putting it on this apron.
right next to the
Okay.
spoon.
Oh wait, no, that's not the last thing. We still have all the mixes, which are probably the coolest part. So first, let's start with the ones for this dish.
No,
Which
this
is the
one.
meat.
I want this
And I
one.
pause it and go. 'Cause
Okay, and we forgot to mention one more thing, which is the mixes, and these are probably the coolest part. The Brazil box seems to have more mixes and stuff than the Spain, so that's cool. First, we're going to show you what we'll be putting in the feijoada with rice and collard greens. It's the main dish, the beef stew.
And the first spice for that one is the feijoada spice.
Feijoada spice.
Smells like, I don't know.
Okay, and this one we're going to be adding with the sausages, pork ribs. Yeah, sausages and pork ribs. So this one will go along with the meat. And the other one for this
It's
dish,
the farofa mix, which is the main mix because it's the biggest packaging besides this one. But it's
this
the
one
main
seems like we'll be adding it with rice.
mix.
Hold on, let me show it to them.
It doesn't smell
And
anything.
this one contains flour, 2 types of flours and garlic. Okay. Oh, and then this one, which I mentioned before, that is going to be added with the meat, has garlic, bay leaves, chicken broth base, chicken, yeast extract, onion, chicken broth, garlic. A lot of chicken. Okay.
Here, smell that one. It's the main mix for this.
All right. Next is
Let's do the shrimp one. Shrimpy shrimp.
yes. Okay. This is the shrimp dish with coconut. So
Okay, let's do.
first, show the Grace coconut powder.
Oh, I wanted this first.
No, this one comes first.
Okay, but since this is in
Okay,
big,
this is going to be added during the prep ingredient step. Did you have anything to say about it?
well, since this thing has quite a big packaging, not like this one, we won't be able to smell that much.
I think it has Chinese on the back. Okay, so what I like about this is they got it from some other country that sells coconut powder. And it's unlike all of these other ones, which are in the plain packaging. But this one, you can actually see where it comes from. And it looks pretty cool. This will be used during the prep ingredients step. And we'll be combining it with coconut. We'll be combining it with coconut milk. Okay. And then the other one?
Here, smell it.
I don't need to.
Come on.
Next is sambando moqueca, and we'll be adding this one with the onion and red pepper, so the vegetables. Yeah. Okay. This one has cilantro, garlic, parsley, and lemon peel powder. Okay, and now the final one, which will go with the pastry. Oh wait, where's the pastry? Okay, oh, no, pastry's here. Okay, which ones go with the pastry? First, get the pastis mix.
Pastis mix.
Okay. This is going to go in with the ground beef. Yeah, the ground beef.
Or
Okay.
chicken.
And inside there's cumin, cinnamon, chili powder, sweet paprika, sugar, and garlic. Garlic. Okay. And then the last mix is the balsamic vinny mix.
Okay, so it's not in like this packaging. It's actually in a bottle.
Okay. And inside there's balsamic vinegar and honey.
Okay. That's all the spices.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, so let's get cooking.
All right, and now we've shown you everything that's inside, so let's get cooking.
Go.
Oh, and something else that we forgot to mention is all these cool mixes. There's one that's in a bottle. There's even one in a package, its original packaging, called Grace Coconut Powder. And there's some regular ones too that look like this. So we'll be showing you how these mixes get put in later on. Oh wait, no. So we'll be pouring in these mixes to all our dishes later on. And wait, hold on. How should I say this?
Mixing
Okay, yeah.
Ingredients.
Yeah. So we'll be mixing these spices and so we'll be mixing these things in with our
Spices are fine. Yeah.
So we'll be mixing these spices in with our recipe later on, and we'll show you these later on.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I know. All right. Oh, and something else I forgot to mention, that's one of the main things in this Eat2Explore is that they include the spices. So there's coconut powder. There's even this is a balsamic vinegar mix. I've never seen a spice come in a bottle before, but what we have seen are stuff like these. And we'll be adding all these spices to our dishes later on. So you'll get to see that. Can't wait. Okay, and now it's time to get cooking. Alright, we're going to be showing you all the ingredients that we need to use. We're going to be showing you all the ingredients that we need for the pork stew. And the whole time I've been thinking it was a beef stew, but then I realized, oh wait, there's no pork. I mean beef. Wait, no. And the whole time I've been thinking this was a beef stew because when I think of stew, I usually think of beef. But then I realized, oh wait, there's no beef. So this is a pork stew. All right, what's here? This is going to be used for our pork ribs. This is chorizo. This is bacon, onion, collard greens. I've never had collard greens before, or I don't think I have.
And an orange.
Ew, yuck. 2 cans of black beans and rice. So yeah, this looks like a yummy meal except the orange.
Go.
Instead of cooking the rice on the stovetop, we'll be using a rice cooker.
Oh wait, hold on to the cup of rice when you say it. All right.
Instead of cooking the rice on the stovetop, we'll be using a rice cooker.
And go.
Okay. Right now I'm dicing the onions. Now Brother's going to help tear the leaves of the collard greens off the stem, since we're not eating the stem.
I go.
And then after that, I'll be slicing it into 1/8 inch strips.
Yeah, good job.
Is this supposed to be my job because it's pretty hard? I'll just do it on this slicing board.
It's hard? Seems easy. Yeah.
Kinda easy. Is it fine if I rip some of the leaf things? Oops. This thing is quite hard. Is this supposed to be a number 1 out of 3?
Hold on. Where's the knife? I'm gonna push it closer. It might be easier to. Alright, ready? Okay, good. Do one more strip.
When you cut, don't move really high. It's just slightly up and then down.
Oh, oops. Hold on. This. Oops, is that too thick? Ah, that's like a 1/4 of an inch. The shrimp moquita. Shrimp moquita with bell pepper. It's time to prep the shrimp moquita with bell pepper, spinach, and rice. So here's our rice, tomatoes, spinach instead of collard greens this time, shrimp, a lemon, onion, and bell pepper. First, I'm going to chop the spinach. Actually, I think I like chopping the onions better.
Oh.
Next, I'm going to slice and dice the red bell peppers. Next, I'm going to slice and dice the red bell peppers.
No, you don't have to lift it up. That's the one I showed you earlier. I never lifted it up in front, right? Do one more parallel to this, to my camera, so I can see the knife.
Like this?
Yeah, parallel to the camera. Yeah.
And finally, the ingredients that we need for the meat pastries, also known as pasties or something like that, and also the watermelon salad. So here's puff pastry, ground beef, an egg, a lime, onion, tomato paste, tomatoes, and watermelon, of course, for the watermelon salad. First, I'm going to cut the cherry tomatoes. There we go.
Should you wash your hand?
This is how I do it. I keep these two fingers here and I do this. Ready? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go.
That one is not so half. That one was like a third.
I know.
That's fine.
It's because it was hard to cut in the middle. Well, this one's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do one more. Yeah, that one's not so half either. The easiest to do.
I'm gonna tell the camera real quick. And tell the camera that?
Okay. Chopping tomatoes is very easy. The hardest part is making sure you don't get cut. I'm now done cutting the watermelon, so I think we're done with the prepping for now.
So,
Now we're starting to cook the pork stew, and my mom is helping with step number 2 because it involves a lot of raw meat and cooking and stuff like that. So it is a 3 out of 3 difficulty, so that's why it's hard.
Stir a little bit so it's better. Like 5 seconds and then add all of this.
okay.
Dump it.
Uh-huh. There.
You can add the rest.
Okay, so you just added the onion. Go.
I've just added the onions with the bacon, and now I'm stirring it. You won't add the black beans until after you stir for 1 to 2 minutes after adding them.
Go. Quiet, Bobo. Alright.
Quiet.
Alright, and go.
Now we're going to add. Now I'm going to add the feijoada spice to all the meats and the onion. And inside there's garlic, bay leaves, chicken broth base, chicken, yeast extract, onion, chicken broth. So a lot of chicken things. Okay.
Right.
Ooh, I see bay leaves. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, I put it all in one place on accident. Oh, were you supposed to keep the... Oh, and then mix for 1 to 2 minutes.
Tell us what's going on.
Now,
Oh, stop. Okay, go.
now I'm going to pour the black beans.
Pour low. Yeah, fast.
That's yummy.
I'll do the triple.
Alright.
And now I'm going to add 2 cups of water. So now wait, what's it called? I'll just say the pork ribs and sausage.
With the stew?
Okay. So now the stew is cooking and we're going to let it go to a boil and then it'll cook for 60 more minutes. So in the meantime, we're going to work on a different dish.
I'm gonna make the coconut milk with the grease coconut powder and hot water. Oops, I almost put that in the water. Smells like coconut to me. This thing is so hard to do. Coconut. Just like coconut. Smells like coconut.
Here we go.
Now I'm gonna whisk the thing to.
Until it, no, now I'm gonna whisk it until it dissolves.
Okay.
Oh,
Now-
now I'm gonna whisk the powder until it dissolves.
Now I'm gonna whisk the powder until it dissolves.
Go.
While Brother's dissolving the coconut milk, I'm gonna squeeze some lemon juice. Here we go.
Almost done whisking. I'm sure that's all the juice and just that lemon.
That's half a lemon, Brother. Okay, that's the best I can do.
Eat
Ready?
it.
Uh-huh.
Time for the second half. Ooh, this one has more juice.
Keep whisking.
Alright. There's still a lot of powder.
Alright, look here. 1, 2, 3, both of you. Smile, cheese. Hold on.
And while the and while the pork stew, and while the pork stew is simmering, we're going to work on the next dish, which is coconut shrimp.
And go.
Okay, so now we're going to, saute the vegetables for the coconut shrimp. So we're going to be adding the onion, red pepper, and the sambando moqueca mix, which has cilantro, garlic, parsley, and lemon peel powder. Next, I'm going to add the onion. And then the red peppers.
Go.
Now I'm gonna add the red pepper.
Be careful, brother. Here, I'll do the rest. Oh. That's fine. Get up.
It's good enough.
Get up.
Careful you get out.
A few pieces of pepper. Okay, and then now it's time for the sambando moqueca mix. Okay, I'm now sauteing the vegetables along with the mix.
Go.
Now I'm adding the diced tomatoes. Oh, this is in the same can as the black beans. Next is the lemon juice. And lastly, the yummy, yummy coconut milk. The shrimp will only take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. So, since this is a Dutch oven, it's able to contain all the heat, which means that all the vegetables will just leave it there and start on the next dish, which is the one I'm looking forward to, the pastries. So we'll get to the shrimp later. All right, now we're going to prep the ingredients. So we need a baking sheet, onion and cherry tomatoes, and watermelon we've already taken care of. So I'm going to get them out of the fridge.
Go.
Lastly, we're making the pastries. I'm using, we've added the onions along with olive oil and the ground beef to there. So now I'm going to pour in this mix. You know what? I'll put this aside. Oh wow, this one's hard to open. Okay, here's the pastis mix. It has cumin, cinnamon, chili powder, sweet paprika, sugar, and garlic. Ooh, it smells good. And I'm adding it in. break up the meat. Oh, if the bottom part of the meat is already brown. So after I break up the meat, then set a timer. I still see some bits of tomato paste.
Alright, Bubba, you can do it.
Oh wait, make sure it doesn't get too long.
Yeah.
Hold on, don't. Why don't you make?
Can I cut it? It's mostly mine.
Oh,
I'll just cut it.
no, we cut it off. No more cutting.
Now I'm gonna scoop 3 of these in each square in the middle. One,
Make sure it's filled all the way.
this 2,
Okay. Fold in triangle, Bubba. Did you wash your hands?
yeah, I did.
Okay. Fold in triangle.
Hold on, I need to cut it more. Don't put your hands to your mouth because it has raw egg.
Okay. Seal it.
Go. Oh, so sticky.
Oops.
It's so hard. It isn't sealing.
Bananas. We're eating bananas. Yum, yum, yum. Eating beef. Eating cow. Eating cow. I am eating yummy cow. It looks good on
Well, if you
the
want to like roll it and then use the fork, that's fine.
Yeah. Feel like
Okay,
you can-
maybe seal it and then use the fork.
And then
Seal it.
seal.
Mhm.
I think so.
Make sure they're good scoops so you get enough of them, but not too much. No, that's too much.
No, that's fine. The first one was small.
I don't know how to do this.
I just push it without. Fold it like that. Oh. So then the crack is more.
Ah, you spit in my eye.
Sorry.
See, this is all extra dough.
Okay, that's extra yummy.
All right, look here, boys, for a quick picture. One. Thank you. Gaga, real quick. 1, 2, 3, smile. Both like cheese. Boo boo. Cheese. Okay.
Now I'm gonna add the farofa mix.
Are you cooking the colored green?
This one is actually not well made because they have this, but it's still flat. It can do it.
I'll re-roll the leftover dough.
Okay.
But first, I think I have time. Enough room for one more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's only 10.
Go.
We're going to make mini pasties with the mini pasties mold.
I need the cup again. This thing isn't.
Yeah, use the cup. Just for that one. Okay, and then tear off the side. When you tear it off, put it here.
Hey.
Put on the thing, right?
Oh yeah, put it there.
I'll just spread it out. And I add this.
Yeah. 1 teaspoon. The small one.
I'll do 2 teaspoons.
Now, all right, you can do a bit overflow on the one.
Oh, okay. Then I just did it.
Okay.
Actually, I just did
Sure.
one.
Push it to the center.
Well, it's gonna get cooked.
Oh, wash your hand. Cook it. Wash your hand. And hold it.
And cook down. Oh. Really? Still.
It's fine, go. Do it over here.
Really?
Was it tight?
Try me to spread it.
Got it?
Still doesn't cook.
Yeah.
So we figured out how to make the perfect one, which looks like this. We did that one. Okay, so first we spread the dough out perfectly. And then you do just a tiny bit of water and only on the edges.
No, not spread, just dip. Just around the edges.
As long as you get one side, it should be fine. And then just lightly wet. So wet one side and really lightly wet the other side, because it doesn't matter as long as the 2 sides stick. So as long as one side has water, it should be fine. But I'll do both just in case. Okay, like that. And then Brother's adding the meat.
1 scoop.
And then we
Hey,
do a little bit more than 1 teaspoon so we can have extra meat.
like about this much
Yep.
more.
Okay, that's good.
And now I put here and smash.
And then we smash it very hard, okay?
Now,
And now when we get it
perfect
up,
and banana. Oh yeah.
Cool.
I can't believe that worked. I thought it wouldn't work. Meanwhile, our mom is finishing up the shrimp moqueca dish. Oh, here we go, another one.
Even do like, snack.
No, I was gonna show you an easier one. Oh, and then with all the extra dough that we just peeled.
Go.
And lastly, we're making the watermelon salad. So I'm pouring the watermelon pieces into the tomato. And the balsamic vinegar and honey mix. Okay.
Does it smell good?
I don't want to smell vinegar.
Go.
All right, we have finally finished cooking. So this is our meal. We have the coconut shrimp over here. It reminds me of Thai food actually, except that it doesn't have curry. It's more like a soupy texture. This is our stew, which is ribs with a garnish. It's like a garlicky garnish, and then the beans, of course. There's also bacon and onions in there, and then the collard greens. Here is our half of our giant pasty. So these were actually together. But since they were so big and we didn't know if we could finish them, we cut it in half. And then our watermelon salad and the rice to go with both the shrimp and this.
Now I'm gonna eat the empanada, also known as a pasty.
It's not an empanada, even though it looks like one. And before we eat, I need to say bon appetit in Brazilian Portuguese. And I think the way you say it is desfrute de sua refeição. I'm not sure about the last word. It's refeição.
A lot of vowels.
Desfrute de sua refeição. Something like that. Okay. Time to eat.
No, I think
Lean forward, boo boo.
Go.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Okay, so first I'm going to try the main part, which is the pork stew.
Well, I tried the pasty and I give it a
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Save the one that you were looking forward to, which is the pasty one for last.
So I think that of the main dishes, I like the paella better from Spain because it had the saffron flavor and really yummy rice. But this one is okay, I guess. I wish the meat was juicier. Oh, not for the collard greens.
This thing is
They're
really
okay, I guess.
That and the watermelon and the pasties.
Oh, actually, it is a bit fatty in the inside. I love fatty meat.
I don't. Well, sometimes I do.
Okay.
Have to.
Was it
Time-
better when it's fatty?
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Time for the coconut shrimp, also known as the shrimp moqueca, I think.
I'm gonna try to. Okay. besides it. Time for the strip. I think I like the other shrimp meal better, the one with the bread.
Really? I think they're both good.
I think I like the bread one better. Like this one is with the stew.
They're different because I like the cocoa nut part of this. Okay, and lastly, the pixies and the watermelon salad.
Oh, and now I'm gonna try the beef thingy. Okay, pork rib thingy. I'll just call it.
The watermelon salad's pretty good.
Okay, and now I'm gonna
Oh,
try
let me
this.
try this.
Whoa, you got a fatty one.
Really? It doesn't taste fatty, but it's good.
Okay, and
I think brother got a better piece of rib than me, but that's fine. Okay, and now finally I almost said empanada. It's a pasty.
Maybe we like empanadas better than this.
They're
Just we
both good.
keep saying empanada, but that thing was really good.
It's the best thing.
I got.
We've now finished eating, and by the time we're all done, it's now 9 p.m. So that took a while. All right, we're going to now give our final thoughts on all the dishes. So first is the feijoada with rice and collard greens. That's the chorizo and pork ribs. So this one, I thought it was pretty good, I guess, because the ribs were, well, brother's was fatty and mine wasn't. So I guess it depends on the rib you get. But if you get a nice and juicy and fatty rib, sorry, I like fatty ribs. Some people don't. But in my opinion, if I got a nice and juicy and fatty rib, I think I would like it more. The chorizo was also good. So I thought that this was a very nice dish. Oh, also the garlicky garnish on top was nice too. And the collard greens wasn't as bad as I thought. So it was actually not bad. It kind of tasted like kale. And then I didn't have the oranges, and the rice is just rice. So yeah, overall I think that this dish, I'll rate it a 7 out of 10 just because the pieces I got were kind of dry. Like, yeah, around 7 out of 10, I think. All right.
I like the sprinkle on the ribs. So that's about the only part. I also like the collard greens, the nice texture. So I'll rate it a 6 out of 10.
No, 6 is bad. 6 is not passing.
What? A 6 for me is okay.
No, 7 is a passing. 7 is a C.
Oh.
7 is a C. 8 is
No,
a...
for me 6 is a pass. 7 is a pass.
No, for most people, 6 sounds bad.
Oh.
So rate it something else.
Go.
All right, so I rated it 7, and my brother rated 6. But that was actually my mom's favorite dish, so it really depends on your taste. The next one
Oh,
was...
I thought you were going to compare the main dish with the other one, the Spain.
No, I'm doing that at the very
Oh, very,
end.
okay, all right.
All right, the next one is the shrimp moqueca with bell pepper and spinach and rice. And that was basically the coconut shrimp with all the vegetables. This one, all the vegetables went nice together, and then also the coconut. I was expecting more of a Thai Asian flavor because when I've eaten at Thai restaurants and they have something similar, like it smells similar, the coconut and the shrimp, but this actually doesn't taste Asian. So it's a very unique taste, and I like it because you still have the coconut, but it tastes different. Oh, actually, I didn't really eat this with rice. I mainly had it as a soup. So I guess it also went good like that. But it might have been better if it was with rice. I don't know. This one I'm going to rate 8 out of 10 because it was very unique.
I liked the flavor of the shrimp. It wasn't like regular shrimp. It had a bit of that coconut milk taste.
Well, that's because it was coconut shrimp.
Yeah, but it wasn't that dipped in with mine. But it still tasted like shrimp and coconut milk. So I'll rate it around 8 out of 10. Around like 8.5.
8.5? You can't do
8.5 or
half.
8.
You can't do half.
No, I said around 8.
Okay, fine. 8. That's an 8. So we both rated it 8 out of 10. And finally, the pasties. Savory meat pastries with tomato and watermelon salad. Okay, so this one had 2 things. The watermelon salad and the pastries. So first I'm going to review I'm going to give a rating as a whole. But first I'm going to talk about the watermelon salad. And I thought that I haven't had watermelon in a while, actually, so that was nice to have some watermelon again. But it also had the vinaigrette and the tomatoes. And with those, it gives a different taste. It's not necessarily bad, actually. It was not bad. Wait, hold on. I'll do that again. It was actually not bad. I think that the salad was pretty good. But we had a gnat in the house, so it kept coming after the salad. So we had to cover it up with a paper towel, and we eventually caught it. So the salad itself tasted fine, but the pasties were the best part. They were very good. Like the pastry was nice and crispy, and then the meat inside was also juicy, flavorful. So I really liked that one. And we still have a whole bunch of extras because we only ate half of the big pasty and we still have all those little ones that we made with the molds.
Well, I still want more.
So I think if I rated them individually, I would rate the salad 7 out of 10 and the pasty itself like a 9 or 10 out of 10. But as a whole, this was probably my favorite, so I'm going to rate it a 9 out of 10.
Well, individually, I think I rate the watermelon salad a 7 out of 10, same as him, and the pasties a 10 out of 10. Together, it's probably like overflowing bigger than 10. Like, probably I'll say 11.
Wait, hold on. But if you rated the watermelon salad a 7 and the pasties a 10, then if you average it out, how does it become more than 10?
It's 17 out of 20.
What? 17 out of 20? No, this is out of 10. Anyways, brother rates it above 10 out of 10. So, okay. So now I'm going to talk about the Brazil in general. The three dishes we tried. They were certainly more unique than Spain's. Spain was the other country with dishes that we tried. They were more unique than Spain's, and I think in terms of flavor, there was more flavor. Like, all the dishes had different flavors, and I like that. With Spain, I didn't care for the omelet because, I don't know, it was just egg and potato. And the omelet didn't taste too good, but the paella was very, very yummy. And then, what was the other one? Oh yeah, the garlic shrimp. If I had to compare the garlic shrimp with the coconut shrimp, I don't know which one I would choose because they're like so different. This is coconut and the other is garlic. So they're both equally good in their own ways. And then if I compared this one with let's say the omelet, since they're both kind of like appetizers, then this would be way, way, way better.
Yeah, I think the omelet was bad because we cut the potato.
Yeah, we might have prepared the omelet wrong, but I think this is still way better. And then this dish, the pork stew, it was okay, but I think of all the dishes that we've tried from Eat2Explore, the paella is certainly the best, and I'd say the omelet is maybe the worst. So which means that Spain had our best and our worst. And these would fall kind of in the middle, but Brazil is very good because it has unique flavors that we've never had before.
From the foods that we never tried, I think the pasties was the best.
But you have tried pasties before. I think of the three, pasties are the ones that have the most familiar flavor because we've had this kind of thing before.
Well, yeah,
But we haven't had coconut shrimp in this way because it didn't. We usually have coconut shrimp or something similar in Asian cuisine, but this wasn't even Asian. And then this one was totally different. Oh, this was also my first time having collard greens. So overall, I think both Brazil and Spain were good in their own ways, and I do like both. So yeah, Brazil's a good country to get. If you like this, you can order at the link in the description once again. And now it's time to say bye, brother.
Bye.
The only thing is you can't push me off my chair.